Matt Bromere, defending Irish road race champion. How's the form then now?
Yeah, it's pretty good, I think. Judging by how I went on Friday, I'm pretty strong at the minute, hopefully.
Right, and have you had a look at the course today? Have you previewed it?
Yeah, I was staying just round the corner, so I had a couple of laps yesterday, and it's nice, looks good.
What do you think? What way do you think the race is going to go?
I really don't know. You can't predict anything here, you know. It's going to be fireworks, I'm sure, but you can't really predict how a national is going to go.
Would you say the course is big ring all the way, or will you be using the smaller inside ring at any point, do you think?
Depends how fast we're going.
And in terms of competition, who do you think are the main guys to be watching today?
Everyone.
Absolutely everyone?
Everyone. I'm watching everyone, yeah.
Okay, and what's your preparation over the past week been? I know you won the Irish Time Trial Championship on Friday evening. What's your preparation been, for the previous week or two beforehand?
Well, I had a big break after the Classics, and then I built back up, a bit of training, and did Bayern Run Tour, and then Steel Electrical Tour last week. A couple of one days as well. Obviously the champs on Friday, the TT, so it's pretty good preparation. Feeling good.
Okay, excellent. Well, all the very best for the race.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, Dan Martin here at the Irish Cycling Championships. The form's good. You won the Giro della Toscana last week. How have you been feeling during the week since then?
I've been really good. I mean, I obviously had to relax a bit this week with not going to the Tour de France this year, so went partying a couple of times. But I mean, I'm really relaxed and focused on the weekend. The last couple of days, I've felt really good at training, and obviously the form's good. So.
And have you had a look at the course to see what it's like?
No, I haven't actually. We tried to yesterday, but we couldn't find it, funnily enough.
You got lost?
We got a bit lost in the lanes around here, but I mean, I got 7 laps to see it, and I think, judging by the other roads around here, I think it's going to be really easy to get lost. I don't think you're going to know where you are anyway. I think after 7 laps I won't know the course because it all looks the same, so it's going to be a really hard race in that sense, and it's a totally different race to Toscana last week, and I won because it's just a different style of racing, and but I mean it's still a race, and it's hopefully the strongest guy will win.
And you obviously don't race in Ireland very often, so have you done some homework on who the guys are maybe to watch, or?
I think it's just a case of I think it's so unpredictable, this race. I mean, if a group gets away, it doesn't matter who's in there. Everybody can stay away, especially the wind, and if everybody works together, there's definitely a lot of strong guys and a good work ethic over here. There's not much negative tactics. Everybody races very positively, and that's a bit different to Europe as far as generally is a set pattern to the races. It's very predictable, whereas here anything can happen.
Okay, well look, all the very best for today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, Nicholas Roach, how's the form? You're obviously coming off the back of the Dauphiné, where you had a bit of a crash. How have you felt this last week or two?
Pretty miserable. It's been the second week after the crash now, so I'm only starting to feel okay. I'd have 5 days completely off the bike, so it's just taking its time, and hopefully, the week's another 10 days, so by then that should be good enough.
Okay, and have you had a look at the circuit for today? Have you looked at the course?
No, I haven't seen it yet, so it'll be a surprise in the first lap.
Okay, and what about the riders? Are you going to be watching anybody in particular? Have you?
I think the Nationals is the type of race where it's pretty open, so everybody who's up the road is potentially dangerous.
Okay, and what then for the next week? You're obviously going to be starting the Tour de France.
I'll leave tomorrow straight back to France, and then on Tuesday I go to tomorrow straight back to Italy, and then Tuesday I go directly to France for the tour, so it'll be just one night home.
Okay, well all the very best for today.
Thank you.
And
thank you very
hope
much.
it goes well.
Alright, thanks.
Wait a second now, just wait a second. Wait a second. Go! Right, cut the flag, the right, come on, here! People down here
Martin Irvine here at the Irish Cycling Road Race Championships. Martin, you rolled in there in 7th or 8th position, and
Yep.
you were up the road in the main breakaway for the main part of the day. How was the race for you?
It was one of the hardest races, hardest Irish Championships I've done. Absolute hard circuit, just no rest. You know, and even when there was rest, there was people racing. So yeah, good. It was a worthy championship circuit. Yeah.
And describe what happened then from the start, really.
It was pretty much Mr. McCann went from the line, you know, and that was a away then. So stop start for, I think maybe a lap had stayed together, and then people started getting tired legs, and then the real kind of people who could suffer the most come to the top, you know, and it started to split up. And I did a hard turn on the back section, and then Dave kind of counter-attacked, and then I was right. I thought, I have nothing for this, and then there was a break got away of 5 or 6 maybe. And then it just, for half a lap or so, Dagnan was with me, so we jumped. We got out of the bunch anyway on a hard bit of road, and then got away in no man. Well, just, you know, you have to commit, like, you know. So we just got committed for a lap or two, and kind of hovering in no man's land for a while, and then Dan Martin come over, and he was in another class today.
And did he then? You were in the group in between the break and the bunch.
Yeah,
and
so
Dan
we were.
Martin
Yeah.
Past, and did he go
He
to the front
jumped
and
out
really
of the
drive
bunch,
it?
jumped onto us, and then
And that was
towed us up.
And then that was the first. That was the main big group.
That
Then
was
that you were in the
9
group of
men,
9,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was things fairly settled down then, and it seemed to settle down towards the end. And then describe what happened in the last couple of laps towards the end of the
It
race.
looked like it settled down, but the pace was up all day. There was never like very little. This is nice, you know. It was
Yeah.
always on all day, and I couldn't believe how quick 175k came in. It was fastest I've done it, and yeah, it did. There was, as you said, it did settle a bit. There's constant pace for a while, and we just add up the miles in. And I think 4 laps ago, maybe boys started testing people's legs, and then it come back together, and it would rest for a while. See me in the next lap, and then with 2 to go, I cramped on one of the wee drag halfway around the circuit. I cramped. I got back in again, but cramps end you, like, when that happens.
And was there any attacking at that stage? Or
Yeah, that's what happened. I think Roach or Dan tried to dig up this drag, and it was windy, and fair enough, it was downhill afterwards, which helped me get in again. I could just roll a bigger gear and claw back up to him. But the damage was done by that point.
Okay, and then you rolled in, as I say, you got 7th or 8th. That was an excellent ride with in that company. It was really good.
I was deserved to finish 8th. I wasn't near as strong as any of the good pros, like.
Yeah.
And fair play to Matt, he rode perfect race.
Good. Okay, well, you did well. Congratulations on your placing.
Thank you. Cheers.
David, hard race.
Yeah, different race, not the hardest course. It was a bit tactical and a bit negative for my liking at times, but interesting race.
I did the rest race. You rode very well, and I didn't think you think you get away from Roach in the end to get the medal.
Yeah, I knew I was stronger. I mean, earlier on in the race, I'd spent half a lap off the front on my own, which, with hindsight, probably was what left me short at the very finish to be with the other 2 lads. But yeah, I like the race aggressive.
It was a good race though, and well organised and all.
Yeah, it was. Definitely noticed a different race without having a major climb in it, but for a change, it was nice.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. David McCann had to go to the photo finish. I think there's a picture of it on the stage. It was really, really close down.
I mean, after 4 hours of racing, it's that close. It's kind of, yeah, it shows how hard the race was as well, because we were just both, after coming into the finish, we were both just so tired. We had to try and, yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed to miss it by that much, but...
And you were disappointed not to get a ride in the Tour de France, but I'm sure you're going to get a ride in the Tour of Spain.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the team's super strong this year, and yeah, after winning last week, I kind of thought I might have had a chance. But I've known for a while that the team wanted me to go to the Tour of Spain to try and do something special. So instead of just going to France to ride for the guys, so we'll see. The Tour can wait for 1 more year, and we can hit the Tour of Poland and Spain really hard.
Well, the Tour of Poland is really hilly and suits you, and we just did say before it came in that hill is not big enough for Dan Martin. We did say that. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Martin, very well unique in comparison with last year's race.
It's pretty similar, really. Pretty similar course. You know, one tough climb, and the rest of it was up and down. Not really much flat.
It was a good race though, and it was well organised, wasn't it?
That was perfect, yeah, it was really safe, you know, there was no cars on the course or nothing like that. The finish was perfect and yeah, it was really good race.
Did you know you won it? Did you think you won it? I mean, I better put it that way. Did you think you won it when you crossed the line? Because it was extremely close and I didn't make a mistake to call it, just in case.
I won it by a good few millimeters, so yeah.
I hear that. You won it by that much. Now what's that? Millimetres. I didn't go to school when it was millimetres. It was inches and that type of stuff. Yards and inches, and I go to school. Millimetres, they're only after coming in lately, like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you won it by nearly nothing, right? Except that, Dan. Right. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. The champion once again, right here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the championship for another year. The heroes